It is Tuesday, March 9th, 2021, and I'm gonna do my recap. I'm gonna call it today Back to My Old Ways. Lost $1,500. I was up 600, 700. I was up 1,200. I was down up 600, and I gave it all back in a stupid trade in GameStop. Um, I mean, right now it's 6:40 p.m., so I don't feel as bad. But to be honest, I was so upset. I was so upset, so disappointed with myself, so frustrated. Terrible, fucking terrible trading today. And it wasn't that bad. But look, I deserve it. I deserve the loss. I deserve the fucking loss. I deserve to lose. Well, I'm gonna go get into the trades, and there's plenty of mistakes that I made. So, um, pretty much there was a whole bunch of bull crap, and I guess the bigger message of today is that I didn't want to let my guard down. I was recognizing that that was a possibility because I was up $9,000 for the month. Now I'm only up 7,500, which is still not bad, but I could have been up plus 10K already. So, but yeah, I was talking about that yesterday in my recap. Like, hey, after the biggest win streaks come the sloppiest mistakes, so on and so forth. And that wasn't the case today. I wasn't super sloppy, except with my last trade on GME where I didn't put a stop loss. I was already done. It's the same pattern over and over. I was already done, but today I was feeling tired. I didn't sleep well. My legs are sore from the gym yesterday. I wasn't gonna go to the gym, so between one thing and another, I took another extra trade. Didn't put a stop loss on it, and just really dearly um, pay the price for it. I didn't want to get out. I didn't want to get out with a loser. And then it was like, okay, let me just lose 1,000. Okay, let me just lose 2,000. And that's what happened. I lost over $2,000 in that last DME trade. I think it was like 2,200 bucks. So there you go. From up 600, almost 700, down to minus 1,500, which is just it's just a shame. Elite traders don't make mistakes like that. They just don't. They can make bad trades, and I mean, they can have losing trades, which is totally fine. That should have been a losing trade, but they don't make mistakes like that. Elite traders, elite athletes, they don't make mistakes like that. Um, it didn't happen to me in a while. Okay, so since when did that happen to me? I have to go back to February, which is not that crazy, but it didn't happen to me. Oh, since the 22nd of February, not too crazy at all. Oh no, not actually no. This didn't happen to me probably since yeah, this day over here maybe, or even worse, or even before. I don't know, but it was just a shame, man. Just how I gave back all that money. Um, it sucks, man. It sucks. Now I have to be like a little bit cautious tomorrow because $1,500. It's not the biggest loser, but it's not a comfortable loser. I could end up giving back half of my profits or all of my profits. I mean, like I said, I'm still up 7,500 bucks for the month. So in retrospect, that's okay. But I have to be careful because now if I lose, another 500, 1,000, now it's not that good. Now I'm only what up 5,000, 6,000. It's not too good. It's not that good anymore. So I have to be cautious tomorrow. I just did what I did today, honestly, until the last trade. Just man, put my stop losses, exit when the trade doesn't work. Damn. Okay. So let's just see. So the first trade of the day was plug. So I went long plug. This strategy I have to ditch it a little bit because it's not really working at all. I went long plug, 40.57. So around here. Why? So even in this candle, because R4 support. I want to see a possible break. That didn't work out. So okay, got stopped out. Didn't lose much money there. I think like 180 bucks, 37 cents. Not the biggest deal with that size. Okay, just was a little test. I didn't wanna. I was going to add. I was going to get in and then maybe add if it didn't work out. I then went long Riot. So I went long Riot, and this was such a shame, man. That I just didn't let it play out, man. Just so bad. The playbook setup was R4 to R5. It was, It had this big breakout, so I couldn't, as soon as the market opened, I couldn't get in, but I got in for the retest, got in $700, 44.64. So right off of the bounce of the 9 EMA, I got out 500, 200 at 45.90. 45.90. Okay, so 45.90. So basically 936 over here. Wow, so all the way here. And then the rest I got out at 45.40. So right at R5. I mean, why didn't I just okay, well I added actually by mistake. So I added another 200 shares by mistake. I guess that's because of the order since order or something like that. I'm not sure why I got in with 200 shares there. I am not sure at all. Maybe I wanted to sell and I added by mistake. Not sure. Okay, so those were the mistakes. So I added and then I sold everything around R5. I don't know why. I didn't wait for it to hold or anything like that. There was a big breakout, big momentum. I just have no excuses, man. I have no excuses, nothing to say. I mean, it was honestly just super, super ultra strong. Super ultra strong. And damn, above R5, there would have been a great setup just to let it play out. My stop should have been a good stop would have been here if it broke and it consolidated under, but there was no reason that if it broke out, it was a super strong momentum. Why the hell did I get out? So that was my first mistake. Then I went long plug again. I went plug because I was seeing NIO and stuff break out. So I went long NIM plug. I wanted to see the break of the it held it held this level. I wanted to see the break of the daily open, and this I mismanaged this trade too because I didn't get out as soon as I should have. I let the whole position just get out. Oh, this tea sucks. So I went long 700 shares, 40.77. So was it here? Yeah, 935. I went long here. I think I sold. No, I actually added. Yeah, so I added 4,000 shares and then I got stopped out 40.11, 40.29. So right around here. So I didn't see the breakout that I should have seen and I didn't get out. So that was a terrible mistake too. At that point, my stop should have been 40.45. It didn't work out. That's it. Why lose another $200, $300? Doesn't make any sense, especially because I was seeing the price action not work. So that was another mistake. At that point, I was down like for a few $100. And then I saw Dash, which was my main candidate. Why was Dash my main candidate? Well, on the daily open, this is a recent IPO. It was, near. It was on since it opened on the lows, and it had this like good formation for a breakdown. So I decided to go short. For a daily open and previous day close. Resistance. So I went short 400 shares, 132.48. My stop was really, really tight. Right above the daily open, was it? 132.89. So yeah, right above the daily open. I didn't want to risk any more than the daily open, and I got stopped out. Not a big deal there, but then since I saw it was, and I was already looking at this formation like it's making higher lows over here, So I was like, okay, this may be good for a long. So then I went long. I was seeing the level 2, and it seemed promising. So I went long, and this also I made a bunch of mistakes here too, man. Went long, sold half. So I sold 200 shares, sold half over here. I sold half at 135.56 and 135. So over here into this R1, which makes no sense. I should have just let it play out more. And so I did. I did get out on the last two. I got out around here at R3. But what I didn't do is get out around R4. I should have let it play out a little bit more even. Why not? I could have waited for consolidation and just let it play out. But I didn't do that, and I got out. And then I saw this here too. I saw this huge volume. I was looking maybe for a short at R4 because that's another, playbook trade. And I saw this huge volume bar, and I hesitated to take it. And, that was another good trade that I missed out on. At least R3 could have been, or R2 could have been the target. So another mistake there. And then I traded GME. I mean, at this point, I was up like $1,200 or something like that. Probably a little bit less, a little bit more. I don't remember, but I traded GME, and it was a good trade because I was looking for an R4 resistance playbook trade right up in between R3, R4. I was hesitant to take it, but I did give it a shot. So I went short GME 200 shares 228 953. So right around here. And this is where the shit started to happen because I partialed 100 shares, right? I partial no 50-50. What did I do? Okay, so I partial 50 shares 225. So that was maybe a little bit too early, and then another one at 221.92. So this actually was kind of a good exit around here, and then I let the whole thing play out and got 150 bucks up of my my entry point, which was absolutely terrible, especially because it did have some more reversal action. And then I was done for the day. Okay, then I traded MRA, and why did I trade MRA, which happened to be a good trade, but I lost 230 bucks on it. Um, oh yeah, then I think I bought GME. Yeah, so then I bought GME again, and I lost some money. And at the end of the day, the trade did work out, and then I went into MRA, and I got in because I saw Riot just breaking out over here. So I decided to also go long MRA, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a free trade, but it was and if I would have been patient, it actually was, but it was chomping around. Got stopped out, lost 250 bucks. At that point, I was done, and then I come in later, 30 minutes later, 40 minutes later, and I decide to take the trade GME. I decided to take the trade around here, which just doesn't make any sense. I took the trade 228.88, 228, yeah, 68, right around here. And I was like, okay, let's just get into the trade and playbook trade R4. But this is not a playbook trade. Why? Because I just saw this huge gap up. It was right above VWAP. It was right at VWAP. It didn't make any sense whatsoever that I got into this trade. I was like, it's at VWAP. It doesn't make sense. I still got in. And well, I got out 46 minutes later, basically right around here. Lost 2,200 bucks on that trade, if I'm not mistaken. I think I lost like 2,200 bucks on that trade. Yeah, 2,200 bucks. You see, I was down, I was up. I closed around like 1,200, then it gave it back a lot up until here, then it gave back some more, and then just this shit happened. Oh, Marco. But it's, another lesson. It's a good lesson for me. That's what it should happen to me. It should have happened. I'm glad it happened. I mean, I'm not glad it happened, but that's what I deserve. I don't deserve nothing more, man. I deserve to lose that amount of money. I deserve it. I fucking deserve it, and it's painful, dude. It's fucking painful to come here and have to do this stupid recap, and look at myself and see, the mistakes that I made and so on. It is really painful, man. Honestly, it's not something I'm happy to do, but I have to do it, dude. I can only come here on my good days, you know, all happy and stuff. Look how well I did. I know I have to be transparent. I have to be transparent about my trading, and I have to face the good times and the bad times. And I don't know if I should be so hard on myself. I guess I should. I'm not happy. I'm not upset if I make mistakes in my trading and I get stopped out and I have a bad day. That's fine. What really kills me is giving all that money. I mean, my stop loss should have been here, maybe here. I was against putting a stop loss. I didn't want to take the loss. I wanted to lose no money, and yeah, got out all over here. Right over here, right? I guess 1154 right here. Wow, fantastic, man. Fucking fantastic. Wow. I deserve it. I deserve every single cent of the loss that I had. Even more. Fucking deserve more. It is what it is. It is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Made every mistake I could have made. And I was looking great on the 5 minute for long, and I was holding through all this fucking move, and I was just making lower, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. It was just looking great, and yeah, man. What can I say? What can I say other than I deserve it, and I have to fix it. So now, what is the fix? Well, honestly, I already know the fix. The fix is number one: when you're done, you're done. Don't come back. When you say you're done, Marco, just be done. The thing is, like, I don't have many things to do, and I was a little bit tired, so I didn't want to read. I didn't want to go to the gym, and I was just about to do yoga, and then fuck. I took this trade and I didn't want to take the L, and that's what happens, and that's a problem. You have to, I have to forgive myself, man. I have to forgive myself for these stupid things, and not let it boil up until not let it boil up until it's too bad, like it is today. It's I have to be more forgiving of myself. What I mean forgiving is okay. I forgive myself for doing this. It's not okay, but it's not okay. But I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back from it. But I should be more willing to. First of all, I should always have my stop loss in place. Always, man. I know it's complicated because with the order sends order over here, this one is only 50 cents. This strategy and so so on and so forth. And I don't wanna. It's in a big stock that like JME, I cannot use that orders and order. But what I should do is absolutely categorically put my stop manually. Just put it, dude. It's literally, control or alt, click, and you just have your stop, dude. Like, why? Why was I so reluctant? And now, $600 loss, like a $0 day. That's what I wanted to lose. Could have been okay, but now look, now I'm down 1,500, man. It always happens, and it's very frustrating. It's very more than the loss. What's frustrating is giving back the money in a stupid way like that. That just is painful, man. But it's time to just flip the page. It's time to flip the page, hit the switch, and think, what is it that got me here? Well, number one, it is that I was done, and then I kept trading. So I was up like 1,200, and I went all the way back to $670. So that is number one. That's a red flag already. When I almost gave half of my daily profits, that is number one, a flag, a red flag. Then I went back 46 minutes later and I took a trade. That's flag number two. And I said I was done already. 676. I'm up for the month, 9,800 bucks. Fucking A, almost 10K. Wow, that's good, right? Almost 10K up for the month. That's 2,500 bucks away from my best month in December. And it's only March 9th. So it's plenty of time to just crush that fucking stat. So even regardless, even if I wasn't up that, even if I was just up $3,000 this month, the rule is when you say you're done, you're done. Now one more trade or two more trades, that's it. What to do is close the broker, shut it down for the day, close shop, go and do something else. Okay, it coincided that I wasn't feeling well, that I was sleepy, a little bit groggy. It's one of those days. It coincided that I'm sore, didn't want to go to the gym. Um, but once you're done, dude. That's it. That's just plain simple. So that's number one. Number two is always trade with a stop loss. Even if it's not an order sent order, put a stop loss. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to do this. I think no, this is what I'm gonna do. So there's no excuses with my stop losses. I think this is the 1 point one, right? No, this is the 10 cents. Okay, so this is the 1 point, right? Stop market limit 1 point. Okay, so I'm gonna create the 2 point now, the 2 pointer for big stocks like that. 2S, 1S. No, is there the two or the 2 pointer here? Why is this such a fucking pain in the ass, dude? I swear to God, man. Limit and stop limit. I don't want to limit and stop limit, bro. Okay, I'll do this 3L, 1S. I don't want to. This is just the worst, man. Honestly, sometimes TradeStation. Okay, that's the 50 cents. And if I do this exit stop only, stop market. Okay, can I do that? Make it 2 points. Can this fucking shit move? Okay. Ah, yeah, there. 2.00. Okay. Says if all for equities. Dang. Boom, now I have a 2 point stop loss for a bigger trade. That's it. That's what it takes. If that's what it's gonna take, well, that's what it's gonna take, man. Just did it. I just fucking did it. There we go. No more excuses for no stop losses trades. I just did it. I just put the stop loss. So I guess with that, I guess with that we are done in that aspect. But yeah, more than that, man. More than that is the mindset. Like I just let the loss boil up, man. It's honestly quite pathetic, dude. It honestly is quite pathetic and shameful on my behalf, man. I mean, let's look at this. Yes, I went short, covered here. Well, I went long and whatever. And then I just decided, hey, let's go short. What is this? It's the previous day. Yeah, that was probably even yesterday. Ha. Yeah, yesterday I didn't make money on GME. Let me just go. There we go. Short over here, all the way up. Fuck, I mean, can that be any worse than that, man? Almost impossible. Could have exited here, now all the way up here. That's what I deserve, man. You get what you deserve, and that's what I deserve in this case. So, yeah, just gonna rebuild myself up and try to have a green day tomorrow. Um, yeah, try to have a green day tomorrow. Take it easy, not risk nothing crazy. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. There's not much. There's not much more to say to do. Just being smart with my position sizing, smart with my strategies. Only take playbook trades, which that was not a playbook trade today. Besides that, all the trades that I took were pretty much playbook trades. Well, the MARA trade wasn't much of a playbook trade. It was just like an easy money trade, which didn't happen to play out. Although even here it looked okay. This setup, but hey, it is what it is. Dude. We live and we learn, right? Yeah, that's gonna be my recap for today. I hope you have a good night.